okay, so for example, I had Donell Rawlings on here recently. And he was on a TV show. It was some sort of comedy show. And the director wanted him to wear booty shorts. And he said no. And then he was let go from the show. You yourself, have you ever worn a dress in a skit or anything?
No.
Have you ever been asked to?
I've never been asked. I've been asked to wear some booty shorts, which I consider to be in the dress family.
Wait a minute. So when did you wear booty shorts?
I didn't. You trying to set me up, motherfucker? Nah.
You made it sound like you took the offer.
No, I was doing this show called Reality Bites Back. It was Bert Kreischer, Tiffany Haddish, Amy Schumer, Theo Vaughn.
All right, nice little lineup.
Red Grant, and it was a sketch where part of the losing the battle or something, you had to wear these tight ass, straight up booty shorts, and I wasn't wearing no booty shorts, right? And at the time, the producer was like, "Well, we want to let you know that." One of the PAs said, "The producer wants you to know that if you decide not to wear," they didn't call them booty shorts. They said the wardrobe. They don't ever ask you to wear the dress. They ask you to wear the wardrobe. They was like, if you don't want to wear the wardrobe, that would dramatically affect you moving forward with this show. And that was my last day on the show. I said, well, you tell them, then fuck it. It's my last day on the show. And that was it.
So you could have stayed on the show if you wore the booty shorts.
Yeah.
But you chose not to.
I chose not to.
Well, okay.
Would you wear booty shorts?
If it's funny, it's fucking funny. What are you in the business for?
Would you kiss another man?
I wouldn't do that. Although Mini-Me kissed me in a movie, but nobody saw the movie. Verne?
Yeah?
We were gay lovers in a movie.
And he kissed you in the lips.
I did not see it coming as an ad-lib. I said, you motherfucker.
So he just,
he was like this. No, he put them tiny ass hands on my cheeks like, it wasn't a tongue kiss,
no
but
tongue?
He put me right on the lips. I go, and literally everyone busted out laughing because I just stopped. I was like this. And you know, I'm pretty good at going back and forth. He put them tiny ass hands and was like, I was like this. So it's funny. I did play a gay character that had a kissing scene with a man, but nobody saw the movie.
But it's out there.
Oh, it's out there. It's called College.
I can pull out that clip right now and show it.
I got a nude clip. I'm nude in the movie.
You're nude.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did a nude scene.
So you see everything.
You don't. You see.
Not that I want to see it.
No.
Not that I want to see it. No diddy.
When they shot it, they show my ass, the whole the backside.
Okay.
They didn't show the front. But when we shot it, I couldn't put anything on.
It was all there.
All there.
All there.
And I didn't know when it came out. And that's I was getting at. Is there a line? Because I had to get nude in the movie, and they did show my ass and everything. And then it was rated R. There were so many titties on set because we hired every stripper in New Orleans. And then one girl, one of the main actresses, didn't want to take her shirt off in one of the scenes, and everyone was like not happy with her because they're like, "Look, we're going balls out in this movie. They were trying to make like the '80s Porky, like bring that back a little bit."
Yeah.
And we were really upset, and they said, "Well, literally in your contracts, it's saying, are you okay with nude scenes?" And then when she got on set, she didn't want to do it, and instead of like forcing her, messing up the shooting schedule, we was like, all right. But the rest of the cast kind of like, they were pointing at me. They go, Gary got naked. You know what I mean? And I didn't realize I even signed up for that. But the director was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. And the scene was funny. It's a funny ass scene. And it didn't show, when it came out, it didn't show my front, but it showed the back. So you see all the ass.
Yeah, I remember Ari Spears. He did like this skit. He did like a music video.
I saw that.
Like,
I saw
when
that.
I say my man, I really mean my man. It was like,
yeah, I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
That was a lot. That was a lot.
Aries is my man. He's a regular on my show, but I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that was a lot.
I wouldn't do that.
See, me and Verne in this movie, there's no love scenes, nothing like that. It's more, I'm bear cat, he's bear kitten.
Right, so now I have to get this sex scene with you and Mini-Me out of my head.
There's no sex scene in it.
Yeah, but you said love scene, so now it popped in my head, and now
there's no love scene.
I gotta push it out. I gotta push it out.
No, there's
Gary.
no love scene. Like I defend him, and he just. Oh, I mean, it was so funny though because his hands were so little. He's the best to go to strip clubs in New Orleans with, though.
Really?
Man, I miss that
love
dude.
New Orleans. I love New Orleans.
I miss that dude so much. We went out first night we went out with him, he had a little cart because he can't walk far. Mm-hmm. So I thought he just had it. I didn't know he really needed it for transportation. I got so drunk, I took his cart and I'm riding around Bourbon with it. I come back like 30 minutes later. He's in the same spot. He goes, hey, asshole, I can't move. And now there's like 40 people around him because they're, oh shit, mini-me. We walked into a strip club one night and there were some athletes there, like A-list level athletes. And those strippers, they came at him like he was Brad Pitt. They were passing him around. Literally, his feet were on the ground. They pass him around. Remember the Tootsie Pop commercial? How many licks does it take? That's what they were doing, licking his head, kissing him. And he just had this shit-eating grin. And I go, oh my God, it's good to be Verne right now. I miss that dude, boy.
Well, I remember you had mentioned this, I think, on the Shaq stand-up. Sorry, on the Shaq podcast, where you had a Suge Knight joke. About
no,
the Ice
Honest
Cube.
John did.
Oh, that wasn't you. Okay.
No, Honest John had the best Suge Knight joke back in the late 90s.
Oh, okay.
And it was, God, I hate telling other people's jokes, but it's so funny.
Well,
It's played
he
out
passed
now.
away, right?
Huh?
No, he's still around?
No, Honest John's still
Oh,
alive.
John, okay, my bad.
Yeah. And if he's still telling that joke, there's a problem.
Okay.
So it should be in the archives, but he just said, he goes, yeah, Suge Knight, man, there was a rumor out that he made Vanilla Ice drink piss, hung him over a balcony and drink his piss. He goes, you ain't gonna do that to me. He was like, Suge Knight, so you gonna drink this piss? Like, I'm not doing that. You gotta put ice cubes in it first. That was a great joke. Honest John used to kill in the late 90s.
I actually interviewed Vanilla Ice a few months ago.
He's very successful, right?
He is
like
rich.
in real life? Yeah.
Like, he owns like 100 properties.
Yeah.
We went to his house in Miami, and we were like waiting in front of his gate. He shows up at the house next to the house and said, no, come over here. And we go to the other house, we realize that the houses are connected with a third house that has a helicopter pad.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And he showed us like a $6 million car collection on top of it. And, he's kind of, Honest John is kind of mixing up stories. I mean, there is a story about Suge hanging Vanilla Ice off the balcony, which didn't really happen. He just went to the balcony.
Yeah.
But the drinking urine, that came from a different situation.
Oh, okay.
So you kind of like mushed the two together.
Well, and cool. I might be telling the joke wrong too. It's not my joke.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Well, Donell Rawlings, I guess he took a shot at you on the Breakfast Club.
No, it was another interview, and he called me. He called me like, it was cool. It actually was a great conversation.
Okay.
He was on the guy's podcast. It's in the barbershop. It's in New York. He's a battle
Hoffa.
rapper.
Yeah. Matt Hoffa, I was just on the show.
He was on that podcast.
Got it.
And I might have read it wrong. I don't know. But it sounded to me like he said Charlemagne and them were always comparing him to like me and this other comic. And he goes, no offense against them. They were contemporaries. But he was like, I would shit on him basically like stand-up wise.
Okay.
Like I can't compete. So I went on my podcast and instead of like getting upset about it, I said, look, he got a special on Netflix. I got a special on Amazon Prime. I was like, it was a good way to promote both our specials. I said, why don't you guys watch them and tell us which one's better? Obviously, I did that to get more eyes on mine, and I was getting more eyes on him. Yeah. And it was like a very soft, vanilla battle rap comedian shit. But when I talked about it on stage, I was like, damn, when I talked about it on my podcast, I was like, yo, I've been nothing but nice to this dude my whole life.
You booked him for a New Year's show, right?
Yeah, last New Year's. Yeah. I booked him on New Year's Eve. And it was the last minute. So it was like, he didn't have a New Year's Eve show. And we had somebody fall out. Faison fell out. Of all people, Faison fell out. We had to fill it in. And I said, we got a list. And literally, I'm partners with the promoter. I'm the one that was like, hey, what about Donell? Because there was like a list of 5 comics. I said, see if Donell can do it. And so Donell did it. But I was like, dude, I just put money in your pocket. I thought we were cool. But he did call me and clarified everything. I was like, dude, I wasn't shitting on you. He goes, I was just saying I get sick of Charlemagne comparing me to other people. He goes, I was like, I'm sick of this shit. I'm Donell, right? He's just like, I'm not with this whole Corey Holcomb going at people and back and forth and stuff like that. And I told him, I was like, on the phone, I said, you were definitely wrong interrupting Corey's show, regardless of what he said. It goes back to, we don't get offended. You go on stage and talk shit about people, go on podcast, talk about shit people, but it's not your place to interrupt another comedian on stage. And that's the golden rule, because at that point, every comedian's going to be doing that shit. That's what Corey does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?